Hey guys, this is Mercedes and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my planner overview, my kind of review for a beginner's bullet journal. So I've been using my bullet journal now about 6 months or so, and so far I really enjoy it. I have been lately struggling to find the time to fill things out, but all in all I prefer this method so far over other methods I've used. I've used pre-done bullet journals in the past, or I've done pre-done calendars in the past where you just buy them and fill them out, and I think out of those guys the most expensive one of those I've had was probably in the $5 range, because that was all Target had left over when I went to go and buy my journal. But this one, I want to say I got this one off of Amazon, and it is a minimalist art. I don't know if you guys can see that stamp very well. I also really quickly want to apologize if you guys can hear my dog in the background chewing on her bone. She got a new bone recently, so she's very zealous. So yeah, if you hear crunching, that is her, and I apologize. But anyway, back to the journal. So I got a really simple journal. It was probably the smallest rule journal that I could find. I don't see the rule of the boxes, so but I want to say it's one of the simpler rules, and it is it's a smaller one, so it can fit into my bag. And I have my pack of pens, and it's in an old makeup bag, so I keep all of my pens in here and my highlighters. I'll show you what kind I have. I have that one of these. I actually really like this highlighter, and I see this one on bullet journal feeds on Instagram all the time, so I think I'm going to get more. I have these little Yobi highlighters that I really enjoy. I have colors of highlighters that I have with me, and then I have a lot more pens in this pack than I actually use for my journal. So I don't use the Sharpies on my journal. I will tell you why, and the reason why is because they bleed through. So unfortunately I did get these to do with my journal, as well as having them just in general for work. Oh, here's another highlighter that I use. But I really could not make them work with the paper thickness. They just bleed right through, so I do use them for work. So I have these nice light ones, and I've seen some like pocket folds that I'm hoping that maybe in the future I can use some of those highlighters, or some of those Sharpies, sorry, with the pocket folds. Now these Sharpies, on the other hand, so I guess this one's actually a Sharpie pen. I don't know if you guys can see that, and it is a fine tip Sharpie pen. And then this one, it just says it's a classic ceramic ballpoint by Kyocera. And then both of these I got from girls at work over the years, because they know that I like to write in my journals and I like to write in my day planners, and so they had these kind of pens, and so they said to go ahead and try them out, and I really like them. This Sharpie pen does not bleed through, so I use this for a lot of thick lines, and you'll see. I'll put them up here so you guys can see them a little bit better. These are not all my pens. Some of my pens are floating around in my work bag, and because I do use my pens for not only my journal, but I use them for work as well. So I have these Papermate Inkjoy pens, and these are the ones that maybe 2 years ago I got for school, and you know, the commercial had all the pens kind of going around on a page, and they were saying that they don't smudge and everything. I've only had one problem with them smudging, and that was when I had first gotten them, and so yeah, since then, unless I'm very impatient about letting them dry, they do just fine for me. I am really interested and looking forward to getting other pens, pens that are more bullet journal appropriate, because I guess, you know, these are just starter pens, and I'm totally fine with that, since I actually bought them, like I said, about 2 years ago for school, and I bought a 12-pack of them, so they have been fitting my needs just fine. And I also use all of my pens, my highlighters, my Sharpies, not only for work and my journal, but I also use them for Bible journaling, so they fit pretty much all of my needs. And then, of course, I've got my, I don't know why I'm putting it on the pink background, but I have my pen, my pencil, and my big pink magic eraser, as we call them in my house, my magic eraser. So I do go over a lot of stuff with pencil, and I do have some spots in my journal that I'll show you that I still have pencil on, and then I do go over it first, and then I'll erase them. So, and I have a spot in my journal that I haven't yet erased that I'll show you guys as well. So that is the contents of my pen bag, and a lot of my coworkers know that I walk around with this all the time. A lot of the people that I know on a daily basis, like, I'll take this out on appointment windows and everything like that, because they know it goes with my journal. Also, on the side, other than pens, I have some label stickers, and I haven't used these quite yet in this journal. I had them from another journal. My little post-it notes are getting in the way. But I had this for another journal, and I haven't yet quite used it on this one, but I probably will in the future. I have glitter all over the place. I have this pack of stencils that also came with washi tape, and there was a red one too, but I used all the red one up. And then with the pack, it also came with this set of sticky tabs, and I got this set off of Amazon, and I want to say it was less than $8. And then it also came with a bunch of stickers, so like these ones are date stickers, more date stickers, weather stickers. I could probably put down rain ones now since it rained all day. More dates, to-do lists, notes, more weather, budget. Oh, that all says the same thing. Okay, here's some other ones. Some more date stickers. These little brackets down here I do use quite a bit for like my habits and stuff, my habit trackers. And of course little fun stickers to use just anywhere. I really like that there's a taco, and then also in my stencils there's like a coffee cup, so there's a coffee cup right here too. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff, and then I'll probably be using this movie ticket one here pretty soon as well. So that's what I have that came with this set. And then other than that, I just have, let me grab them. I have stickers from all of my past journals and needs. So yeah, Frozen stickers, Sophia the First stickers, rainbows, you name it. I've probably had them all. I also have like Tinkerbell stickers and Doc McStuffin stickers because I have a little girl. So a lot of stickers over the years have been in my day planners and my journals. Let me get all this stuff out of the way so I can start to open this up. My journal. I've already gone through, as you can see, and I've put some sticky tabs on stuff that I really don't think I should be sharing with you guys. or I really just kind of want to keep to myself. But for the most part, everything else in my journal I can share with you guys, and I can show you guys kind of what I've done. So I have more stickers in the front page. I haven't done this black page because I don't have a white pen or a silver pen, so in the future I probably will. I started this journal about May of 2019. I think I probably got it a little bit before May so that I could get it set up to do May. This, really quick, let me show you guys. This is a really cool rule. I saw this on, I think, Instagram first, and then I saw it on Pinterest, or I could be backwards, and I could have seen it on Pinterest first, then seen it on Instagram. But I thought it was a really cool idea to have, and I do utilize it, and so I really do. And I think I follow a girl on Instagram called Jenna Plans Things. It might have been her that I saw it with, but just in case it wasn't her first. But I want to say that I saw it on her page. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and I'm really thankful for her to share it, or whoever was original that shared it. Okay, so yeah, so that's the first page. Well, that was my rule. So this first page is basically just where I had started my journal from, as my little monthly overview. I just kind of have it here. I haven't really used the monthly page all that much since I put it in, but I'm really kind of happy the way it turned out. And my next monthly page, my next monthly overview page was, of course, going to be a whole year that I haven't quite done yet, but yeah. And then, so you can see I used some of the stencils in my stencil kit, and the little like stickers already. So here I have my savings guide, which I totally don't mind showing you guys since I have nothing saved yet basically so far. And then my goals, and I think it's really good to have goals. I put goals in all of my journals, and yeah, like I really, because I want to look forward to something. And yes, if you guys can read, that does say get driver's license, because I do not have my driver's license yet. It was basically my first full month, and you can see again I have another quote, and I tried to make it pretty simple, and I used a lot of my stickers to do it with, and so yeah. And as you can see, I do have a moon phase guide here, because I work night shift, and I do try to keep away from the full moons to when I'm working, because I don't know if anybody's ever worked in healthcare on a full moon. It's not fun. So yeah, I try to stay away from the full moons. I'll work any other moon, but I try to stay away from the full moons. So I put everything on here. And then I did really start really well with my habit trackers. Excuse me. And so yeah, my sleep trackers. I thought it was a really cute little starting sleep tracker and everything. And then the habit trackers I started out really well with. So you can see that was before, when I did YouTube before. And as you can see later on, I don't really have the YouTube page, but I probably will put it back. So here is July, of course, and I have my little fireworks right here because I couldn't put my fireworks here because I had to work that day. Another quote, more stickers, you know, just more stuff about everything. And this was the month that I found out, actually, you can see 6 weeks that I found out that I was pregnant, so yay. And also my daughter's back to school and all that kind of stuff was on here. Here's my second little habit tracker, and if you guys can tell the theme, I try to make it look like a scene from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. So there's the bed knob, there's the broomstick, there's the bed that they fly on, and yeah, I thought it was really fun. And then my habits, as you can see, this is when I kind of fell off track doing my videos, and so yeah, basically when I found out I was pregnant, I could not keep anything down, so I stopped really doing vegan videos. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. If you guys want to see an explanation of that, I have another video on my channel that explains it more. So here is August, and I used more of those stencils, more stencils, and then I just kind of freehand that leaf right there, because fall is really a really fun time for us. We really like fall. As you see, it's our hand fasting anniversary. We had our hand fasting, and so it says find Bible, because during the summer I had some really rough patches, so I was only using my Bible app, and I really didn't get into my physical Bible all that much during the summer, but at this point I started getting back into it daily. And so I put my big old quote, because at this point also I decided that I no longer really want to work out of the home full time. I want to do something part-time and work part-time in the home. So this was the beginning of that journey, which I will take you guys to see some squares that have been redone. And then YouTube and yoga, I just didn't fill in any squares, but I did do my yoga. And then here's my September tracker and everything. I was really excited. I also found these Zodiac Signs on Pinterest, I want to say. I found them on Pinterest. I might have found the idea on Instagram, but I think I found the actual like Zodiac Signs how-tos on Pinterest. So yeah. Here's November. My daughter made me a little bookmarker, and it goes to every month with me. Sorry, I kind of got some hiccups. Wow. So my little bookmarker goes month to month with me, and as you can see, the journal came with a little thread, a little ribbon bookmark, so from the outside you can see where you're at, and sometimes I have a hard time remembering to take it month to month. I think I got to like the 13th or 14th of this month without moving this little guy over, but I had moved my bookmark. So yeah, this is this month, of course, and so we're coming up on some pencil lines. As you see, I haven't done my sleep tracker, but I have done some of my stuff. I see, and I have renamed my YouTube into business, because I started in August. I started writing blog posts, and in anticipation of starting a blog, I have it somewhere here that I had to buy my domain, but I have not yet bought my domain yet because it's just not in my budget. I know it's really cheap to do, but yeah, I want to do it right, and I want to get everything up right. So yeah, so I have business now instead of YouTube, and then I have my chores. I think I had something else here instead of chores, and then of course I have Bible, which I really should have more filled in, because like I said, I'm in my Bible app every day, and then I am trying to get into my Bible every single day. But the days that I work, I'm not in my physical Bible on the days that I work, but I'm in my Bible app every day. And then of course, like over here with the steps, as you can see, I left off and I left off the dates or anything to do the color coordinating, because I was just going to write in the steps, but again, I haven't quite filled that in yet. And if you're wondering, I have a step tracker. That's how I was going to get my steps. So, and here is something that I had added new to my journal. It started out as just November, but then I have it down in more months now. So this is a reading plan, kind of. I found this on not Instagram. I found this one on Pinterest. So if you look up daily reading plan, a lot of stuff will come up, a lot of different ones, and this was the plan that kind of worked for me. And again, I should be ticking them off, but I have not ticked them off, but I have read a lot of them, except for the ones on my, like, in my in-between days off that I end up sleeping all day long, and then I wake up and it's the next day. So, yeah. And then over right here, to spend 10 minutes each day. That was actually on the plan when I found it, so I just left it there. And then, of course, I did a thankful page, and this was my, using my stencils. So over here, you can see it's kind of shaky. I'm working on my penmanship and everything. I don't have any stencils for lettering, but over here, the circle is a stencil. The leaves are stencils, the flowers are stencils, the little filigrees are stencils. Basically, the lines I have. Oh, I do have a ruler that I use too that I don't have, that I didn't show you guys, but I do have a ruler that I use. So I use the ruler to make the lines, and yeah, I've been trying to write it in daily, but of course, like I said, I get into here daily, but I sometimes forget to write things down or tick things off, so I'm truly trying to get better at this. And I'm trying to be thankful for what I have, not just wishing for what I want, even though I know in the end it'll all work out. So here's a page that, again, I'm working on my penmanship with, and so you can see that I have my pencil lines. I don't know if you guys can actually see that I have my pencil lines there, but I was actually working on this one today, waiting for my doctor's appointment. So if you can see, there's a double line. Create cursive, so I've been trying to work on my penmanship, work on my cursive, and then over here I kind of just put like a stencil down real quick, or freehanded, because I know I have the sticker of the rings, so I'm going to put down the sticker of the rings. I have my anniversary down here, and I kind of really wanted to put it in like a tree trunk, but since I didn't have all of my pens with me, I didn't have my pack of pencils, I forgot it at home. Of course, today of all days when I was doing this page, I forgot my pencil at home. I just decided to do this right now, so later on I might just end up coloring this page brown to make it look like it's carved into a tree, even though I really don't condone carving anything into a tree. But yeah, and I've got my girls down here. Well, I've got my tentative second girl's birthday, but this is my girl's birthday. Yeah, and then here we go into December. As you can see, I don't have a lot of post-it notes down because I don't have a lot of stuff on here yet, other than work and just general stuff. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I have been putting down my my weeks, where I have been, where I am, and everything. So I've been trying to keep pretty. My first pregnancy, I had a wall calendar. I had a vampires wall calendar that I have all this stuff down on, which is kind of fitting because my daughter is really into vampires. She just told me this morning before school that vampires don't like garlic because it makes their breath smell. So yeah, so this is, I wonder what kind of personality this baby will have, since I have a DIY calendar. You know, I don't think that it was a coincidence that my daughter's into vampires, and I had everything for her pregnancy on a vampire calendar. But I'm just saying, if it has anything to do with it, I wonder if this one's going to be very crafty, very DIY. But we do a lot of crafts anyway, me and my daughter. So yeah, a lot of stuff, and I've been working on stuff too that I haven't quite put into my planner, like you can see here, planning a big sister party, and then praying to go part-time at work. So that's also part of my journey that I'll keep you guys posted on if you guys are joining me with. But yeah, as you can see, I have like now my scheduled days that I have to get into my schedule. So as you can see, like, I work on the night before my schedule goes up. So I'm technically still at work when my schedule goes up. I'm technically still at work until 7 o'clock in the morning because I work overnight. So here's another Bible study page, and then I'm going to put another thankful page down, just like in November, but with a kind of a different theme. I'm wondering if I should put like a snowman theme or snowball theme. And then everything in here I've also put on Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I am ThatMomMercedes on Instagram, and I think I have it down below in the description bar or in the description box. So yeah, go ahead and give me a follow because I do post a lot of pictures on there of my bullet journal. I do post every month my layout and my stuff. So, and I'm getting a lot better at doing updated pictures too. December, then I have this is supposed to be a marriage quote, and then I'll have a December quote right here, or maybe I'll do like a December picture or something right here. I've been trying to do quotes on every page. You can see in the past pages I showed you guys, there are spots that I have quotes. So right here in the new year, I wanted to have some sort of quote for prosperity, health, finance, any kind of quote like that. But yeah, it'll probably be a biblical quote, to be quite honest. And then I have my new goals, but instead of titling it goals, I titled it visions, and as you can see, it's all still in pencil, and I will go over it with my Sharpie pen at some point. I've got my little my stencil areas that I'm going to be putting down my little stencils, and to be honest, when I go over these, I might just end up putting the stencil back over the top and going over it with the color pen that I want to use. And then over here on this page, I was going to very tediously write down all the books of the Bible, and I saw a really cool thing where you had like all of the verses in all the little blocks and everything. I don't know if I will do that, if I even have enough pages on there, but I will probably very tediously write down all of the books of the Bible on here so that I can tick them off as I read them, or something similar to that. So yeah, and here's a little January overview because I have already put in my January schedule. So yeah, I'm still working on the overall theme of January, and then okay, so February is my last area that I have on here, and I thought I was going to need February when I did my schedule, but I ended up not having to do anything yet in February, so I have more time to also plan out the theme of February. So then I have more pre-planning over here. I have a travel ticker that I will be filling out here pretty soon, because we are going to start taking trips again, and yeah, with a new baby we're going to be taking some trips, and it's kind of Dr. Seussy themed, and my daughter helped me cover in all of that. And then over here I have like my master shopping list, and I haven't filled it out since I was on a vegan diet, so I'm going to have to redo some things and add some stuff. And then of course I have like note pages back here, and that is basically it. So yeah, I really enjoy the bullet journal, and this is my first bullet journal. and I'm really trying to get better at it, and I like that I have a lot of spare space. So it's probably going to last me through the new year, and I can even put in weekly spreads when I need weekly spreads, but right now I don't need weekly spreads. So, yeah, so if you guys want to follow any of my journal stuff, again, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, thatmommercedes, and yeah, just, I will probably do another update about this journal, and so I don't know exactly when, probably in the new year at some point, I'll do another update. If you guys do want to see more like monthly pages, leave a comment down below and I'll try to start filming doing the monthly pages and doing like my layouts and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was just educational enough, I guess, to be entertaining. But this is my first bullet journal, and these are just some of the things that I've been doing so far and some of the tips that like I have done so far. Like I said, I use Instagram a lot and I use Pinterest a lot for a lot of my ideas. So yeah, I really hope you guys like this. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you did. It will mean a lot to me. That is all part of my journey, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day.